We do have a warning for parents here this afternoon. As we just heard Melissa say, temperatures climbing into the 90s. So we're taking a look at some of the temperatures we're finding on this playground equipment. Now, this slide that's been here in the sun for the past couple of hours coming in right over 150 degrees. This is the walkway that you typically go to that connects to that Blackwater Creek Trail. Flames are still here showing along with thick smoke, which you can see right here behind me at First Piedmont Landfill. We've been talking about those piles of debris, but where those are coming from, I just want to give you a look. This at one time was a complete home. Now it's just the foundations. 3 times as many dogs as you see standing around me right now died as a result of eating these bone treats. So how did these bone treats end up on store shelves and in those dogs' mouths? About a foot of snow here on the trails that are open. You can see some areas like this about 8 feet high. Unfortunately, this home here on Gallier Lane in Appomattox County is a complete loss, along with most of those things that were inside of it. We've been telling you about this damage right here along Route 130, but also in these residential areas.
I heard this noise that sounded like a train coming. It was just really a foreboding noise, like doom.
That was the moment Tefna Richardson knew she was in trouble. She grabbed her dogs, crouched in the corner, and prayed she would survive the storm.
And at that time, I started just screaming out, just praying.
Trees toppled down around Richardson's home, but she and her dogs walked away unharmed due to what she calls the grace of God.
I just started screaming, hallelujah, hallelujah. I was screaming it to the top of my lungs. I was like, praise you, Father, because I knew I had missed death. I knew that.
Now for some, all that's left behind is destruction and debris, especially along Route 130 in Elon, where the storm hit the hardest.
We do ask that if no one lives up in this area, please do not come here and just ride through the area just to see what's happening. We've got a lot of people working in the area, but also out of respect for the citizens that lost, everything down there, last night.
It's a scene that's hard to imagine, and one that most, hopefully, will never have to.
I have never seen, I'm here from 5 years in this area, and before that I was in the Appomattox area, so I haven't seen this kind of damage before. Thanks God, lives are saved, and houses we can make it again, but lives are saved, that's more than that.
Trina Patrick was one of the drivers heading to spend the holidays with her family when out of the blue, her car broke down.
We did put about $26 worth of fuel in the car, gasoline. We made it roughly 3/4 of a mile down northbound 81, and my vehicle completely shut off.
Just moments later, a Virginia State Police trooper informed Patrick she was one of nearly 15 drivers who had filled up at the Exxon and broken down just shortly after. Also stranded on the side of the road was Cassie Christian's vehicle. Christian says it was a dangerous situation, and she's surprised no one was injured.
This stretch of 81, having multiple vehicles break down in the middle of driving could have ended very badly for a lot of people, and I just don't want this to happen again.
Patrick's mechanic told her 95% of what was in her tank after fueling up at the gas station was water. Now both women are concerned about what this means for the future of their vehicles and their wallet.
One of the regional managers said to me that he thought it was a separation of the ethanol and the gas, which what I've researched could do more damage to a car than just water.
It's been a costly inconvenience, but Patrick says she just wants the situation to be resolved.
It's my hometown. I mean, everyone's worth a second chance, but I just want to make certain that before I fuel up there again, that it is 110% taken care of.
It's the best of both worlds.
A retiree with a guitar and a gift.
Mother Mary comes to me.
And a place where people can enjoy it.
Let it be.
The Blackwater Creek Trail is known for its sights and sounds. And now Tom Pafford is adding another soothing sound to the mix.
Love to have exposure and reaction from people, and hopefully impart a little bit of festivity to them while they're taking their walk. So I hope you come and watch me in the movie.
It's a new gig for Pafford.
Then I know you
but one that's going over well with the regulars.
He's taking apart some of his time just to try to make other people happy. And honestly, I find it really sweet.
act naturally.
Pafford retired from Sentra 2 years ago. Since then, he's been busy perfecting a new trade.
As a teenager, I knew 2 or 3 chords anymore, but laid it down and didn't pick it up for many, many, many years after that.
Most of the songs are timeless tunes from the late 50s, 60s, and early 70s,
Put me in, coach.
which are a hit even with the younger crowd.
For me, it's really nostalgic because it's the type of the music that my mom had me listen to, so it just kind of makes my heart warm.
That feeling is the reason Pafford says he keeps coming back to this spot week after week.
The people are so kind. There have been many thumbs up, many smiles, many people singing along. You got to know when to hold them.
And also the reason you can find people stopped in their tracks listening to him,
Know when to run.
usually on a Friday afternoon.
As a person who really appreciates music, I just love it.
That's one. You want to hear another one? It makes me happy, and apparently it makes somebody else feel a little lighthearted for a minute as well.